So here I am back in the control room, as I call it. Somebody had asked me to kind of shoot a video of how I managed to wire all the components and speakers I have, everything together. Normally my Marantz would be sitting right up there, my AV8802, but it is out for an upgrade so it can pass 4K. Marantz is really cool. They're actually, right now it's just an 8802. It has to be converted to an A model for it to pass 4K. So they're taking care of it on their dime right now. But there's some of the other components in my racks. Amplification. That's my 2 preamp right there sitting underneath the cooling fan. Got a couple more amps sitting over there because I ran out of space. Got Sonos, got the Philips Hue lighting hub over there, and also Google Wi-Fi, which has been great. Can't recommend that enough. So here's behind my rack, and the vast majority of my speaker connections go right through those plates right there. And that HDMI cable up above there feeds up to my projector in the ceiling. I have so many components and things out front that I had to kind of do some extra wiring after the fact. So there's that, and then another plate, actually 2 more plates over there, and then there's yet another one over to the left of there that you can't see just because it's buried behind some shelving. And then down there is my Shunyata power strip. So everything runs through here. Normally the wiring isn't quite that bad, but like I said, I had to pull that Marantz out real quick and get it shipped out. So that's part of the reason why it looks as disorganized as it does right now. So let me run out to the other room and should kind of give you the lay of the land out there and show you what I did as well. Alright, so I'm out in the main room now, and there's my first opening from the back room to the front room. Everything runs through those plastic wall tracks there. Right there, there's the outlet for that subwoofer that's plugged in. It's Martin Logan 3/8 in it. And then that track runs a pair of XLR cables over to this rack right here. Everything you see there, the PC, the turntable, the Sony network player, and the old JVC CD player are all connected into that Mytech Brooklyn. And then that is connected up to the back room via balanced XLR cables. And like I said, there's a subwoofer cable that runs through there as well. And just a little headphone setup over there. And my front Atmos speakers right there. And the middle Atmos speakers that once again I did after the fact because I was having trouble hearing the front channels and the back row seats and vice versa. So that one there is actually is connected to the right rear Atmos channel and angled towards the front seats there. That one's hooked up to the left front and angled towards the back seats over there. And then up there is the back row of Atmos speakers. And then a couple more subs. These are the bigger Martin Logans back here. And I have 2 pair of Definitive Technology speakers for the rear channel. And I used to have all Definitives and I still like them, but decided I like the Ariels for music much better. So I didn't want to sell these, so I repurposed them for rear channels, and those are run through those plates down there, as you can see. I just have a 2-channel amp running these, but it's stable down to 2 ohms, and I'm only throwing a 4 ohm load with these speakers as I have them wired, so it's not a problem. And there's the other sub down there, and then this cable you see, now you can see it, runs through that track. I don't have any track back here, it's the back of the room, so I'm not as particular about that. So that runs into that Martin Logan sub, and then that sub has an output on it as well. So I ran a cable from that one over to the other one. My processor has outputs for 2 subwoofers, so I have the front 2 hooked up to one channel and the back 2 hooked up to the other channel. And then I can actually, which I'm doing right now, sometimes I unplug the front two subs from the Marantz processor and then plug them into the tube preamp I have up there, because it has XLR outputs, which are running those big amps up front there that you can kind of see, and two RCAs that I have plugged into the, right now the subwoofers up front are plugged into that part of it. And then two sets of sides. I have a 5-channel amplifier, a Rotel 200 by 5, which is plugged into one, those two, and the center channel up there. I just wanted to do one set of side surrounds by each row to give it a more even dispersion throughout the room. And it's pretty much an speakers. There's 17 of them in here altogether and 4 subs. Do a lot of music listening in here once again, but movies sound really, really good in here, as you can imagine. I really like those musical fidelity amplifiers that I've got up front here. The combination with those and that balanced audio 2 preamp, when I'm listening to music, it just sounds really, really good, in my opinion. And like I said, I use the Marantz for home theater. Hopefully I'll get it back soon. It's out for repair right now, as I said, or actually for an upgrade, not repair. So yeah, those are my sound absorption panels, and really tried to make the best use of this room as far as a combination of 2-channel and home theater use. So but anyway, that's it. If you have any questions or anything about how I wire this up, or anything in general, you know, just put it in the comments and I'll make sure I'll get back with you. Thanks.